Bienvenidos, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new episode of Los Compas Podcast. I got the compa Moy right here. Fortunately, we're missing a compa, man. We're missing a compa. Miguel, you missing in action? I don't know what's going on, Moy. What's going on here?
He is not responding to my text. He kicked me out of his house last time I went to go visit him. I think he's just not feeling it anymore.
Damn. Well, ni modo, bro. We got a replacement for him. We got something better, bro. We got something better. Today we got a special guest, man. An amazing guest. Something we were trying to set up. We finally made it happen. I appreciate him for being here. We got the one and only. Yeah.
Okay.
I got the compa DJ Chan in the house. What's up, brother?
Hey, what up? What's
Hey,
up?
man.
Thank you guys for having me, man.
Hey, much love, bro. Thank you for being here, man. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to be here.
Of course. Gotta help out the raza as much as I can,
Yes, sir.
everyone, and, just let people know more about me. And then obviously, it's dope meeting you guys and being able to come here and talk more about me and everything, basically.
Yeah, let's
awesome.
get to know DJ Chan a little bit more, man. He was telling us about how he just got back from the gym. He was lifting 400 pounds.
Yeah, light work.
Close.
It was just like light
Close.
work and shit.
Yeah,
He said,
that's
and
light
today was
work.
a rest day, dude. So crazy.
Today was supposed to be leg day. I wanted to just get right into it, bro. I wanted to talk about your album.
Well, before we started, like I said, it's surreal having you here.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
I remember, like I said, I showed up on that clip of your set at Swangos. And
Yeah.
I was like, because like I said, in that clip, like we talk about Dora, we've been to like raves. And I was like, dude, like this guy's hitting it off. And then so he's listened to it. And then the fact that you replied to it. And then like I said, the Mount Rushmore of Latin, EDM
Ooh.
DJs replied. Like I was crazy. And then now like typing you here again. So, surreal.
Just to piggyback off of you real quick, Moy Chan, a little backstory here. I was never like an EDM guy. It was never my type of music. Moises and Miguel are the big EDM heads. And for the longest time, they've been trying to like convince me to go to just like festivals, concerts, and stuff like that. And I would always brush them off. I would be like, nah, I'm never going to go to this. I'm never going to go to that. But they've been kind of slowly like putting me up to it and stuff. And I finally went to my first EDM festival last year. I went to EDC. I was like, let me go big, bro, for my first festival. and I went to EDC with them, and it was dope, dude. It was a dope ass experience. And now I see why they've been like trying to get me into it. And again, like they're the ones that always put me on to new artists, new music. And Moy was the one that put me on to you. Never looking back, bro, because the music, it's like your type of music. Obviously, it's EDM, but like it's like made for me, you know. Like Latino Mexican music, it was like made for me, bro. I was like, if I'm gonna listen to EDM, bro, like this is the type of EDM I'm gonna listen to. And I don't want to put you like in a box, you know. I don't want to kind of limit you to like, oh, he's a DJ that does this EDM and Mexican music, because obviously you're more than that. So that's why we got you here, bro. We want to learn more about you. You got a new album coming out, Te invito a mi pari. Hopefully by the end of this interview, nos invitas al pari, güey.
A huevo. Yeah, you guys are always down to come for sure.
Yeah,
bro.
But yeah, like I said, like Adan said, congrats on the first album. It's been out for 2 weeks now. And then I know it's been described as like a Mexican rave like party. So like, but like beyond the party vibe, like what was like the story or journey that you want people to know from like start to finish of this album? Like, where's the inspiration?
So when I was like, first of all, I did not have like any like plan like in the beginning of the year to like make an album at all. But then like I had a conversation with like my agents, and they were like, hey, like, do you want to work on like an EP or like an album or something? And then we could do like a little like either EP tour or like a little album tour. And I was like, you know what? Like, I'm good at making music. I can make music fast. And I'm like, let me work on an album. Like, I feel like that would be fun to make. And so then I was thinking about like the album and everything. I'm like, all right, well, what do I want? And you got to think about like, for me as like, okay, I'm Mexicano. Mexicanos, they love like el desmadre, they like the fiestas and all that stuff. Let me make like an album that's like, if you're starting like you entering from a party, and it's like, you know, like when you enter to a party, like they're playing like the just a more chill, like the
Mhm.
cumbias or whatever.
Yeah.
But then like as you go along, like throughout the day of like the party, then like everyone's eating, y luego salen las chelas, the shots, and all that stuff.
Yep.
Everyone gets drunk, and that's when el desmadre comes, you know.
The
Oh, yeah.
tios, bro. The
And
tios come in.
yeah, exactly, exactly. So then, like, I'm like, all right, well, let me do that. And then, like, right at the end of like the party, that's when like people are starting to leave. Like, it's more calm. It's more like emotional. And like the last song of my album is called Unidos, and it's about like everyone being like together. It's like if you really, really listen to like the lyrics, it's like very sentimental. And like shout out to May because he like killed it on the lyrics for that one. Like he like when you like everything really fit together, and it's like a perfect way to like the end the album. Because like right at the end, like he talked about like saying like, oh, this song is dedicated for people that, you know, that didn't make it far, you know, that people that passed away, and you know, we're still here, all united, even though if you're not here, like, you know, present. And it was just like I wanted to like make it be like this is my party, like a Mexican rave, but still playing like the both roles of like the EDM side and then the Mexican side. So it's like a perfect combination of both.
I mean, yeah, it sounds like a story, you know, from start to finish.
Yeah. I like the way
And
you
it's
explained it. Yeah,
yeah.
like how it is like at the
And
start of the party,
now, you
the
know, like
middle.
once I listen
Yeah,
to
I
it
was
and
like,
like you explaining to it, it makes more sense.
you blew my
Like
mind right now,
obviously
bro.
listening to it, it was like, you know, it's a vibe. Like I just vibe with it the whole way. But
Yeah.
now, like you breaking it down and compartmentalizing it, it's like that's literally just a story of like you walking in, like exactly what you said. That's so
Yeah.
crazy.
It's like I said, like for me, I felt like this type of music is made for me because obviously I'm Mexican too, and you get the best of both worlds. You get the EDM and you get the Mexican music and stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
if you got someone like me who was never an EDM guy, I mean, bro, you got the Diaz raving for sure. You got the Abuelitas raving for sure. You know that you know they're gonna love this music, bro. They hear and we'll get into it. They're gonna hear Montez de Durango start playing, and they're gonna on the dance floor just cumbia, right? Ba, ba,
Yeah.
ba, ba,
Yeah.
and I wanted to speak on that. How did that like happen? How did that collab happen with Montez de Durango?
So
It must have
how
been
did
so
that
surreal, bro. Like having a collab like that.
Yeah, 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 it's crazy. So it actually the way that it happened, I mean, I'm trying to think. Like it was honestly from like it's been a relationship that we've like started like from years ago, like maybe 2 or 3 years ago. And it's because of TikTok. TikTok is where it helped me out a lot. And I'm trying to remember his name. I think his name was Jose. I'm sorry for
Hey,
forgetting, but
shout out
like
Jose.
but it's like one of the like the owners of like Montez de Durango. He actually like he like randomly like messaged me like on Instagram, and he's like, "Hey, like we really like your music. Like that's super dope. Like we're big fans. Like me and my two brothers." He's like, "We my dad used to like be the lead singer of Montez de Durango, but now he stepped down, so now it's just me and my brothers." And but we just want to let you know that like we fuck with your music. Can I swear?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, bro.
Okay. I'm like, we fuck with your music, like we're big raver fans, like and all this stuff, and like let's work on something. And I'm like, yeah, like sounds good. But you know, like whenever you work with artists, like siempre dicen eso, they always are like, let's work on something, you know? Like it's always like just something that we say. And you know, what started like building that, it was like a snowball effect basically. I know I remixed I think one of the remixes that I did, I feel like I did a couple of them, but one that really stood out was I'm trying to think I know I did Sube y Baja. That was like my first one that I did of them.
Banger, by the
And
way.
yeah, and then I know I did another one after, but I used like the old like song which has their dad. And then like it went viral again, and then like people were like, when are you putting on Spotify? Like all these things. And since I already had that connection with like the one of the singers, I was like, hey, like there are a lot of people are asking for this. Like, let's try to do something, you know, let's try to do an official remix for this. And like, oh yeah, like let's do it. But it's just the version that you use is with my dad. It's like, so now you have to do a new one. I'm all right, like that sounds cool. And it took time because you know they're busy, I'm busy, so it's like it takes time. Then like we released the remix for it. Oh, I remember what it was. La hierba se movía. That's the
Yeah.
song.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Another banger.
that's Yeah, so that's the one that we made like an official remix, and that one did pretty well. You know, it all on Spotify, and then like time passed. You know, we both interact with each other. They're touring, I'm touring, and obviously the album started coming. I was trying to think, I'm like, all right, who can I get in like the album, like collab wise? And I was making like a list of of people that I already have as a connections, and I'm like, all right, who would be like a good fit for this album? And I reached out to Montez. I was like, hey, like I'm working on an album. It's gonna be like a Mexican like party, like Mexican rave type of party. I really love for you guys to be on it, and they were down. So I'm like,
Hell
all
yeah.
right, sounds good. So then what I did is I remember when I did the idea, like of
Yeah.
like to show them. I did it at the airport. I was waiting to fly somewhere. I don't know where. Like I had a long layover,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I made it. And then I sent it to them, and I even put my like I sang in the song so I can like tell them like how I wanted to sing it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I wrote the lyrics, like all that stuff.
Ooh,
Like,
does that audio exist? Can we have it?
yes,
No.
I can send it to you guys. I can
Well,
send it
we'll
to you guys.
leak
I
it.
don't
We'll
mind.
leak it. We want to see his
Yeah, yeah,
vocals.
yeah. Yeah, I can send
That's
it to you guys. I
crazy.
don't really care.
Yeah.
But so I sent it to them, and they're like, "Yo, this is dope. Like, we gotta do a music video, blah blah, like all this stuff." Then like basically, like they put their vocals down. I don't know if they changed I think they changed a couple lyrics, but not a lot. And then that's just literally how it came out, and it's
Mhm.
just crazy to say that like I have a song with Montez de Durango because it's like
Right.
I grew up listening to them,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
we all did. We all grew
Yeah.
up listening to them, like fiestas and like quinceañeras and bodas and all that stuff. And
Yeah.
it's like now I can say like I have a song with Montez. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, and it's funny because, like you said, we all grew up listening to that music. Bro, you guys cannot deny I'm not the only one where, like, as a kid, your parents would be playing that music and you just got tired of it. I'm like, bro, mom, dad, ama, pa, otra vez esa pinche canción, dude. And now, like, now that we're adults, we understand. We get it, bro. We get it. And Montez de Durango is like one of those groups that you grew up with listening to, and like I said, it must have been a surreal feeling, like making it happen now, like at this age. Is this your first like official collab with a grupo like this?
Like original, yes.
Gotcha.
Before that, it was Los Hijos del Pueblo. It was the El
Ooh.
Botecito remix.
Oh, okay. And it's dope seeing like the rise of EDM artists or DJs like you, Chan, like Dioro. He did his collab with Tucanes like a long time ago. He did another one. I forget the grupo. I'm sorry, guys. And
Oh,
then you
Voces del
got
Rancho.
Voces del Rancho. Yep. And then we got other DJs like Ray Burger. We got Bolo. I'm really happy that we're seeing a rise of Mexican DJs showing like our culture, bro, showing like what our music is about, and it's so dope that like it's being spread. And I want to give you your flowers, bro, because like you're one of those, and music is incredible, bro, and it's only gonna keep getting better from here. Like you said, you're young, so you got a lot of time.
That's crazy. And then like you were saying how you listen to like Montez and all them growing up. In my mind, it's like now you're gonna be hearing your music and quinceañeras, going down the line. Like
For
that
real.
that alone is also a surreal experience. And I think your music, what it does is like it merges generations because like you hit both sides, The
Exactly. Yep.
new, the young folk that are like barely, they like, like you said, El Desmadre, and then you hit the old folk, it's like, oh dude, like I know who they are. So you kind of blend them together. So it's
Mhm.
kind of cool.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like a big reason why that works so well for me right now is because when I used to live with like my parents, I used to just like blast the music loud like in my room. So then like my parents would be hearing it, and they would be like the ones that like approving it. Like they would be like, ah, like this is dope, this is good. So I'm like, all right, like so they like it. They're obviously older than me. So I feel like other like people that are around their age are gonna like it too. Which like there are people that like it, but then there are also like people that are like, no toques esa canción, blah blah
Yeah,
blah. Like
dude.
like which
Yeah.
I'm like,
Dude.
it's fine, people are gonna like it and
Yeah.
some people are not. We
Yeah.
can't make everyone happy.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, that's funny you say that because like, so I listened to your Swingo set on the way. Me and my parents took a drive up to Northern California, and it was like a 7-hour drive. And so like I played your set, and like my mom was like, "Oh, this is a good song," and then the remix would like hit. She'd be like looking at me like, like what's that? And then my dad in the
It's just the
backseat
whole
same thing. He's
360.
like, "Oh, he's like, oh, this song, and then he's like, that's not right. And I was like, yeah, I'm like, it's the same but not the same. And so like some of the songs they were like, yeah, dude, like I like it, and then some songs they were like, I don't like this. This isn't right.
Yeah.
So it's just funny. But like to your point, yeah, like some people are gonna appreciate it. Some people are just gonna be like, yo, like that's taboo type thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're killing it. To all them haters, hey, bro, it is what it is.
Hey, chat. What? If you don't mind me asking, what part of Mexico you guys from?
So my family's from León, Guanajuato.
Oh no, bro, that is crazy. My parents
Why?
are not from León, but my parents are from Guanajuato too. They're from
Okay.
they're from like a small pueblo called La Peña de los Leones, which is like not too far from there. And
Okay.
there's the big city that connects like both is Abasolo. I'm sure you've heard of Abasolo, Guanajuato. It's like
To be honest,
it's one
no.
of the bigger cities. A lot of people get their cement and stuff. But the
Okay.
reason I wanted to say it because I kind of want to call you out on it, bro. Because in that Sueño set, or I forget what set you were playing, you were wearing a specific shirt, man, with a specific team. I don't appreciate that team, bro. Let me, my, keep them busy real quick. Let me get something for you real quick. I got you.
Hey, look, whatever Adon's about to pull out, just ignore him. He's delusional. All right.
I feel like I have an idea. I feel like it's either gonna be like a Leon T-shirt or I think it's gonna be America. I think it's gonna be America.
If he switches into his America jersey, I'm ending the stream right now. I don't watch soccer, but like Miguel, our other co-host, he's a Chivas fan, and Adon's an America fan, and so they're always bashing each other. And
I got you, Chan. I got you. There we go. Whenever I see you, I got you, bro.
¿Está sucia o qué?
Puras Águilas de América, bro. You
bro,
never wear that Chivas
dirty,
shirt ever
bro.
again. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Está toda manchada, güey.
That's the colors, bro. You gotta have that little gold tint on it, you know?
That's crazy.
I had to, bro. Please, Chan, never wear it again. At least don't wear it to your San Francisco set guy. Please.
I'll see. But okay, let me get this straight. So
yeah.
I mean, first of all, shout out to that brand. It's Mexican Town Flea Market. They're dope, super dope. I'm actually
Are you wearing it? Oh my god. Bro had to wear it. That is crazy.
But there's a reason why I wear this. So I don't really watch a lot of like soccer. The reason why I wear it is because I grew up like my dad is a big Chivas fan. My dad is a big like Chivista fan. So it's like he's always trying to like get me into like soccer and everything. And like I played soccer here and there like when I was in middle school, but not like something así como de like voy a jugar este fin de semana, the próxima semana, like none of that. So like, and I also like the color red. So I'm like, this is fire. I'm like, I'm not gonna wear yellow because yellow's an ugly color.
Yeah. No, we all know. We all know it.
Yeah. And so then I'm just like, you know what? Like I saw that brand and like, they sent me over some Chivas stuff, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep rocking that. And it's just funny because then it's like I get those interactions because it's like I know that's a big thing when it comes to like Mexicanos. Even like growing up, like when I was in like elementary school, like you will have kids like las Chivas son mejor que la América or la América mejor que las Chivas, blah blah blah. And so it's like I've had some shows like I'm trying to remember. It was a San Jose show. This one guy, he came up to me. He's like, "Bro, let me take a photo with you." And I'm like, "All right." He's like, "I'm only taking a photo with you because you go for Las Chivas." He's like, "But I'm not taking one with Ray because he goes for La America." And I'm like, I started dying.
Damn.
We got the wrong DJ in the interview right now.
That's crazy.
Where's my boy Ray at? Damn. That's cool though.
Yeah,
The rivalries is what make it fun though, man. It's what makes it fun. Yeah, and like you said, it's a big thing in Mexican culture. So yeah, bro. Man, you know what? Forget the haters, forget me, man. Just keep repping it. Keep doing you, And
I mean, it's fun.
Yeah. There's a question that I wanted to ask you, and it kind of pertains to like again our culture and stuff. Another big DJ again, I'll mention him, Dioro. He had his and Moises is the one that brought my attention to it. He had his EDC set in Mexico. Moises was telling me about how I guess over there they don't really want to hear like these Mexican remixes. They just want to hear some like straight EDM type shit. And I guess it's a little confusing, because it's our music and stuff. And then when you come over here to the States, bro, we fucking go crazy for it. And I wanted to ask you, as a perspective from someone who actually makes music and does the remixes, like, why do you think that is?
Actually, that's funny that you say that because I remember, I think like right after EDC Mexico, even like Dioro made a tweet about it. We were, I forgot, like we were FaceTiming me and Dioro. I forgot what we were talking about, but like I think we were talking about Sueños probably. But we had that conversation, and he was also shocked too about it. But then like he explained it a little bit more. Like I understand like why they would be like not pissed, but it's more like you're in Mexico and you're going to like, fiestas from like your primos, primas, tias, whatever. And they're playing like that music, like that's what they're always around. Like you're in Mexico, Spanish is the main language, you know what I mean? So it's like you're only hearing Spanish music everywhere. When you're here in the United States, it's like yeah, you have like the Spanish music, but then you also have like the English music. You have like rap, hip hop, R&B, like etc. You have all that. So there's like a big variety here. And then plus it's like it's also the US, so it's like there are some kids that are like more, I guess you could say, Americanized or whitewashed, whatever, and then it's like when they listen to like, Mexican music, it's like for some of them it might be like, wow, this is cool, this is new. But in Mexico it's obviously like, oh, okay, we can hear this like when we're at home or we're at a party. So it's like I do understand like why they probably get like not bothered or annoyed or any of that, but it's just more like, let's just hear more of the like EDM stuff. That's why like for whenever I make like my remixes, like I do still have that originality of the like the first like the original song, but then I still have that EDM base. So it's like it's not losing the original song, but it's also not like going super heavy on the EDM. So it's like right in the middle, like right in the middle. And it's worked for some people it hasn't, which is totally fine. Like I feel like if I would to play like, EDC Mexico or something or somewhere in Mexico, like I would probably play some of those remixes, but it's like I gotta see like I guess it's just testing the waters, like I'm pretty sure that's how like Dior is too. Like, he's just testing the waters. All right, like he's probably thinking, all right, next year for EDC Mexico, let me try this
Yeah,
more.
and I think a good way, and you've done it. You've done it. A good way to kind of maybe do it in Mexico is take the English songs and turn them into like the cumbias, turn them into like the Mexican type of music, like the ski one, for example. Ski. Like who the hell remixes ski into this, bro? Only Chad, bro. Only Chad. But that's smart that you do that because in Mexico they're tired of fucking hearing Los Angeles Azules or whatever. They're tired of hearing all that shit. But if you got the English music and you transition it into that type of music, it's something different, and it's also the English music that they like, probably. So
Hmm.
that's a very smart and good way to do it for sure.
Yeah, I just have to see like I mean, I can always ask like my cousins. Like I have a lot of cousins that are like around like the same age as me.
Mhm.
So it's like it's always good to like I can always ask them like, "Hey, like what's big over there?" Like
Yeah.
and they're not going to tell me like, "Oh, Los Angeles Azules or something." They're probably going to tell me some English
Yeah.
singer cuz like
Right.
that's how they are.
Bro,
Jonas Brothers, you know.
Jonas Brothers, dude, Mexico is so weird because the weirdest things that you wouldn't think is popular over there. I'm gonna give you a perfect example, bro. Peppa Pig, bro. That shit is so big out there. For
Is it
no
really?
reason. Why? Yeah, dude, Peppa Pig is so popular in Mexico. You literally see that everywhere, each corner of the streets, bro. They sell Peppa Pig
Bro,
merchandise for
it's
everything.
carnitas, bro. What do you mean?
Damn, hey, bro, you're gonna ruin a child's
Hey,
show,
mom,
dude.
hey, if you didn't know, Peppa Pig is carnitas. Sorry, guys.
Tacos de Pepa.
Tacos de
Hey, bro,
Pepas,
Tommy. Hey, that's a stand right there, dude. Trademark it.
trademark it. Yeah. It started here.
Yeah.
It stemmed from here.
Going back into like your music and like album. So I know you're doing like a couple stops across the the country, I think, right? To I think like promote the album. And I know you're bringing like the album to the live setting, which I think that alone changes the dynamic of everything. Because like obviously the album, it was in a controlled setting. What you were making. How is that? How are you going to translate that into like a live setting like what's your like I guess game plan, and like is it chaotic like going from a controlled setting like a studio into a live show? Like what's your thought process in going to that?
So right now, like, so this month of August, like, I literally like have, like, I told my agents, hey, like, let's not do any shows like this month. Like, let me take time to like work on new music and like edits, remixes, all this stuff. And like a lot of the songs, like, there's some songs like in the album that are like slow to like, I won't play those like the original version at like at the rave, you know, like or like my shows. So I'm making like VIPs of like some of those songs to like they can be a little bit like more energy, but not like too crazy. And then like the good thing too about like my album too is that like the way that it's like going, like so it goes like slow and then it like speeds up. That's literally how like my sets are like. I don't know if like you can hear like from like my Sueño set and all that. Like when I started like 128 and then I slowly start going up and then I end at like 160 BPM. So it's like that's just how it is. Like it's like I start up slow, and then like I slowly start picking up. Um, but I mean, yeah, that's literally what I'm just gonna be doing. Like when it comes to like playing my entire album, there probably might be some songs that like I'll either forget to play or probably like I'll be testing like the waters like for like the first show. I'm like, all right, well, I know that these three songs did the best, so I'm probably just gonna stay with these three, or maybe I can do an edit with like the vocals of like one of these songs, and then transition to I don't know Booyah or something like that. Like so it's like just trying to like test the waters. But I am like this month I am like really planning out on like working on new remixes, working on like edits, and just like songs that people haven't heard that are remixed or like remixes that I haven't done. I'm gonna be
Yeah, yeah.
playing them.
Ooh,
And
can I recommend one to you?
huh?
Rosa de Guadalupe remix that.
It's fucking
I actually
Oh,
have.
did you?
I actually
Did
have.
you? Oh, hell yeah!
Yeah.
All right, I'm
So
expecting that at
I
the
made
San
it. I made
Francisco
an
set.
edit. I made an edit of it. I actually made it like so. It's like the beginning, and then it like what does it transition to? Move your body. I don't know if you know the
what
Oh,
the
song. Yeah.
hell yeah, dude,
Yeah. I have to send it to
dude.
you so you can
That
That's hella
would,
funny.
and then I remember you commented that you did a Mucha Lucha one too. That would be dope to hear too. A Mucha
Yeah, yeah.
Lucha remix would be fucking amazing.
Yeah. So the thing is like obviously like I've been touring for a while, so it's like I know what remixes like people are gonna want to hear. And then so it's like obviously there's gonna be some that like I already played before that like people are gonna keep hearing. Like obviously like my La Chona remix, like that one's a must because that's like one of my most viral remixes. So it's like I have to play that one. And then there's a couple other remixes that I have. I'm like, all right, I gotta play that one too because it's like it's still playing that like Mexican rave and all this stuff. But yeah, it's just like the good thing is that like in August I took it like the whole month off to just like work on like new stuff for like the tour. Just cause like also like I do wanna like play new stuff. Like I think it's always good to just find like have those weekends off and just like with no shows and just work on new stuff. Because like if you're touring constantly, it is tiring. Like touring is tiring. And like also you want to live life too. Like, I'm married, so it's like I want to hang out with my wife, we want to do stuff together. So it's like you got to find that balance. And but yeah, I'm excited for like the album tour to play new stuff. I mean, I could say something right here. I have a remix
Ooh,
with
exclusive.
Dioro. Yeah,
There
Dioro.
we go. Let's
It's
go.
El Coco No. So we made a remix for that one.
Oh, hell yeah.
And
That's a good choice right there.
no, yeah, he
Yeah.
actually like told me. He was like, because we were talking, because
Yeah.
we're planning like doing a collab.
Yeah.
We actually have one,
Ooh.
but we probably not gonna do anything with it. So it's like we're just
Ah.
scrapping it.
Okay.
But so we're like, yeah, let's just do something else. I'm not gonna say
Mhm.
much details of what it is, but like
Nah,
we're
Okay.
working on
top secret,
something
top
else.
secret.
Yeah, yeah,
Hey,
top secret.
say. I'll mute you. I'll mute you. Say it real quick.
I'll be like,
Yeah. Hey,
but yeah,
I wanted to backtrack a little bit because you brought up something that makes a good question when it comes to like when you go on tour, you play these songs that you feel like you have to play because they're like your most popular songs. And I want to get into like your story of how you became a DJ as well. We'll get into that. But you know how like if you're like I'll give you an example. If you're a DJ at a party, at a quinceañera, and you get the tias, you get the tios always going up to you, hey, play this, play this, play this, play this, and it can kind of get annoying because like you just want to do your thing. You're DJ, you know what you're doing. Do you feel like it's kind of the same way, like as a bigger DJ performing at like Sueños, performing at all these festivals where like you feel like you have to play the certain music to be able to like keep everybody happy, obviously. Do you feel like it's kind of similar where like having the feeling of having to play certain music versus like you said you want to play these new remixes, you want to play this new music, you want to show everybody like what you're made of essentially.
I mean, honestly, I especially because like all the like songs that they want me to play, they're remixes that I made. So it's like I'm proud of making those remixes. Like they're fun playing them too, like live, it's like so I'm like totally fine, like people telling me like in the comments, like, hey, make sure to play this song, make sure to play that one. And I'm like, yeah, like I got you, like it's already on the set. But I know like when I like first started like DJing, but it was like, the typical Mexican quinceañeras and stuff like that, you would have the tios like come up, be like, hey, ponme esta. And I'm like, all right. And like I play them the song, but then they're not even dancing. They're just freaking sitting down. And I'm just like, bro, like you guys made me play this song and you're not even dancing it. Like, bro, it does get annoying. Like, don't get me wrong. Like when I first started, it got annoying. But like obviously now it's more like I have my own set, so it's like people know what they're expecting to hear. You know what I mean? So it's like they're not asking me like to do like, play this song, play some. I mean, sometimes they're like on their phone, like, like play La Chona. And then like I'll tell them like, oh, I'm playing that later, like because it's a little faster, so it's like I'm not gonna play it right away. But yeah, for me, it's like it's totally fine. I mean, sometimes people are like they'll give suggestions too. They were like, hey, can you remix this? And I'm like, you know what? Like that's a good idea. Like, let me do that. But it's just like I guess finding that like for me, it's fine because it's just I'm playing my own stuff still. Like it's still my remixes.
I know we just talked about this about you like touring and like how you wanted to do the balance between like your personal life and your professional life. Like does your wife tour with you, or does she like is it harder for her like if she stays home, or does she like come with you and like kind of helps you with the tour aspect, like surviving it,
So
I
my
guess.
my wife sometimes she doesn't come as much just because she does work as well.
Mm,
And so it like sometimes like I'm traveling on a Friday and it's like
yeah,
she's already working, so it's like she
yeah.
can't come. But whenever like she can, like she definitely comes, and it honestly feels good because I love having her come because
Hmm.
like when you're touring, like it can feel lonely, like
Yeah,
especially like because most of the time like I'll travel somewhere like where I don't even know anyone. So it's like
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
like the only person I might know is like the promoter just from like, hey, like I arrived. But like
Right.
nothing crazy.
Case in
But it's
point,
always
Fresno, bro. What are you doing in Fresno, bro? Why is Fresno on the list? Okay.
hey, last time I was in Fresno, dude, they got down. They really surprised me.
Yeah. For Fresno, honestly, for as much of a bad rep the city gets, for concerts and stuff like that, yeah, they get down for sure. Oh yeah.
That's hella
No,
funny.
that was like that venue, like the owner, the security, like
Yeah.
everything was like I feel like it was like the best hospitality.
Hell yeah.
Security was on point, like
Damn.
the people
It's
were
the,
good, the energy was good, like
it's the
dude,
Central Valley
it like
vibes,
honestly
bro.
shocked me.
The Central Valley vibes. We take care of you, bro. We take care of you. This is why
That's
more
hella funny.
DJs should come to the Central Valley.
There you go. Tell
Good to
him.
know.
Tell him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm putting it out right now.
And then, another question, like to your touring aspect. Do you see a difference from like, the east side of the state of like the country to like the west side of the state? Like, do you see a difference in like, I guess I don't know, like vibe, I guess, or like what people like in certain like areas? Do you have to switch up your sets because of that, or is it kind of like you go in with like again, like this tour set, like you kind of have an idea of what you want to do. Like obviously you're promoting the new album and then like you're putting remixes, but like is there like certain areas where you've gone and like played a show and you're like, oh, people like
People are
don't
not
really
fucking
like
with.
aren't like vibing with it?
Yeah.
And like how do you like adjust to that?
Well, so I haven't really played in the East Coast yet, but
Okay.
it
Uh-huh.
really it really like says a lot though. But I do have like people like that would sometimes comment like, "Come to New York, come to Florida, come to
Mhm.
wherever." It really shows that like a lot of people that really want my music, like where I'm going more is like the West Coast and like the South too, so like Texas, which
Yeah.
makes sense because it's like that's where like a lot of like it's heavy on like the Mexican culture, like the
Yeah.
Hispanic culture,
Yeah.
um, but there has been points where like I'm really good at like taking a little risk on like when I'm playing
Mhm.
songs. Like there's times where like I play a song and it's like people are like not vibing to it, and I'm like, that's fine. Like it's just it's good to take those risks, And it's like
Yeah.
I also have the power to do that, because I'm the one
Yeah.
pressing play,
Right?
um,
Exactly. Yep.
sometimes like if that happens, like I'm still vibing. Like I'm not just gonna be standing still and just like looking at people and like, you, why are you guys not vibing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if that happens, like I just like I always have like another song like ready next. So it's like if they do like it, then I'll keep it. If they don't, then I'll switch it. But again, like there are like I guess a perfect example is like so I made a remix of the song Sueño by Intocable. Well, I think it's Sueña. And yeah, obviously it's like I don't know if you heard the remix that I made, but it's like a little slower, but like it's still a little like, just a little vibey. And I played it in San Diego. Like I can tell that some people like they were just a little confused about it, but then there are those people that are like singing along to it, because that song is
Mhm.
like a sing along song. So it's like I'm glad that at least like those people that were singing like they enjoyed that song. But it's like it's not like I'm gonna play the full song. Like I'm just playing a little bit of it and then I switch it to something else. But I think like it's not that hard. I feel like for whenever you're playing like Hispanic music because it's like it's
Everything
so
hits,
like
bro. Everything
yeah,
hits.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if it's like if I'm playing somewhere like I remember this is a perfect example. So here in my hometown, I remember I played it was at this venue called the Miramar Theater and I normally don't play here in Milwaukee. So it's like not a lot of people know that I'm like here in like from Milwaukee. So it's like that was like perfect timing for me to like showcase who I am. But
Yeah.
again, the crowd was very like more like college students, like white, black, not a lot of Latinos. So like I was playing like more EDM-ish stuff, but then some Mexican stuff. Well, more Latino stuff because I was playing like reggaeton and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And I was having a good time. People were having a good time. And then like after my wife was there and she told me, it's like, dude, like it got really crazy. Like crazy as in like
Oh.
ratchet crazy. Like she said that she said that she saw some people were like literally like it almost looked like they were just dry humping each other and like all these things. And I don't see these things sometimes because
Right.
you have like the light on you, so it's like you
Yeah.
can barely see them.
Yeah.
But she told me it's like, yeah, there's people like they were doing crazy stuff, but they were still vibing. And I'm like, all right, well, if
Dude.
it works, it
You know
works,
what? You're like, as long as they enjoyed it, I don't know what they were
I
Dude.
did my
doing, you
job.
know?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Would you say, because I mean, you played multiple shows in a lot of places now and before, like starting up, you played at smaller venues too and stuff. Would you say that maybe was your craziest experience as a DJ, or do you have another crazy like story or what would you be like your craziest experience, whether like it happened in the crowd that you saw or something behind the scenes?
Damn, I'm trying to
You
think. Like,
you forgot your memory card.
You forgot the memory card.
no, that never happened. Thankfully, that never happened.
Ooh,
I'm trying to
that must be
think.
like a scary. That's like a DJ's worst nightmare. No, for forgetting the memory card.
Yeah. I
Even
think, forgetting that would, well, I mean, it would be, it would be like, it would suck, but I feel like you can easily go buy like another like USB or something to like,
Mhm.
you know, get
forgot
your
the
music again.
turntable.
Well, I don't have to deal with that. They
Yeah,
provide that
that
for
they
me.
provide.
So,
Yeah,
oh, I have one. This was actually with Ray too.
yeah. Ooh,
Um, and we played in Washington, Pasco, Washington,
ooh.
city that I've never heard of. And
Same here.
and this was before like we had agents. So we were doing it like independently. And we want to go play it and like me and Ray we shared a hotel because we were like, hey, you just want to share a hotel? I'm like, yeah, I'm down. Um, and like I remember checking into the hotel. The lady obviously, I gave her my ID and I said Wisconsin. And she was like, Wisconsin? Like, what are you doing over here? And, and I'm like, well, I'm here to play like a show. Like I got booked to play. They're like, where at? And I was like, I told him the name of it, and she was like, "Oh, I've never heard of that place." And then like I looked it up while she was still checking me in, and it was named something else before. So then I told her, "Oh, it's called this place." She's like, "Oh, that place." And I'm
Oh,
like, "What do you mean by that place?" She's
well,
like,
yeah. What do
"Oh,
you
just."
mean,
I'm like, "Just be careful out there." Like she's like, "Whatever you do, don't wear red or blue." And I'm like, "What?"
bro?
Yeah, and then
Damn.
like she just said like just whatever you do, like don't walk out at night. And I'm like, "Oh, don't worry, like I'm not planning on doing any of that, you know?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like me, like I was waiting for Ray to come because I think his flight was still like he was still coming, and he came, and then we both like drove together to the venue, and super sketchy. It was right by like a railroad, and we walked in, and like it was a old. This is what the promoter said. It was an old honey factory, so it was like a little like still like it had that like warehouse type of vibes, you know.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
And which I'm like, all right, you know, whatever, it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we went inside. It was time. I played first, and then Ray played after me, and then there was like two other people right after Ray. When I played, well, first of all, the stage, it like once you got onto it, it like shook, so it was like shaking
Oh
like
shit,
that. Yeah.
Damn.
So I'm like, I am not
bro.
jumping.
It's gonna collapse.
And then like I plugged in, you know, my USBs, and then like back then when I played that show, I wasn't that like I guess popular, and so now like there were people there to see me,
Hmm.
but they were more there to see Ray because Ray has a little bit more like the like touring
Hmm.
history than me.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were I was playing, and then out of nowhere, I don't know if you guys know are familiar with like CDJs, but there's a thing that it goes through, like it's called the emergency loop. So, and that happens when there's a lot of factors that can happen. It can happen because of the USB, it can happen because of the CDJs or other stuff. And so what happens is like it just loops one song over and over and over again. And I'm just like, fuck, like what am I gonna do? And like this never happened to me. And like the good thing too is like there was no one at that point. So all I did is like I just stopped the music and I unplugged it, and then I plugged in another USB, and then it like worked. So it must have been like some of my tracks or something. I don't know. And yeah, and like some of the buttons on the CD just weren't even working. And but yeah, that happened. And then like after I was done, like Ray played, and then you know Ray played for the hour, and then me and Ray were just like a lot of people were there to see Ray. And once Ray was done, everyone left. So
Damn.
it
Holy
was
shit.
empty. It was pretty empty. And then me and Ray were like, should we just go? And so we just like Irish goodbye it, and like we
Yeah.
just like left. The promoter saw us, and then he was like, "Oh, like you guys are leaving?" I'm like, "Yeah, like we have an early flight," which I
Yeah.
did have an early flight.
Yeah.
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 So we just went back to the hotel, and it was like 10 p.m. And then like we just like ordered Jack in the Box, and we just like chopped it up and like just chilled. Like
Hell
that
yeah.
was, I feel like that was the most like
Surreal.
I can
Yeah.
remember like story
Yeah.
Yeah.
that, but I've never had like super crazy where like I don't know, like there's a fight or something like that, you know, like.
Yeah.
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 But that's the only thing I could think of.
Hell yeah. You should have wore all red, and Ray should have wore all blue that
That's
day.
Yeah, that
fucking.
would have been, and then just walked around.
I just walked around your head. Dude, that's so funny.
See who gets see who gets robbed first.
Damn. Shit. Well, I wanted to kind of talk about the reason, like why you became a. Did you always want to be a DJ?
It basically, I always knew that like I had like creative mind, and like and just in general, like I liked art. Like, well, I love art. I like started like I grew up just like loving like art class, loving to draw. Like I used to be that one kid in like class, like that like the teacher would like, "Hey, can you come up?" They were like, "Can you come up and like draw something for us like over there?" I'm like, "Sure, whatever, I'll do that." But I was like really big on like drawing, and I always liked music. And I obviously like whenever I would go to like the Mexican parties, melodies would always be stuck in my head. Like I would always remember them. And this one time, one of my sisters got like a piano, like for Christmas. So then, like you know, it was for her, but then I hogged it and I just started playing on it. And but I would play like the Mexican melodies, like from songs. But I was never like I never learned like music theory. I don't know how to read notes. I'm really good at like hearing like what sounds good and what sounds bad. So that's how I learned. Like I started like, playing like the melodies of some songs, like some Mexican songs.
I bet you one of the songs you played was El Abeja Miope, huh?
Dude, yes.
Yeah, bro. I knew it.
It's hilarious that you know that. But yeah,
Yep.
that was like the first song that I like learned how to play. And then after that, like I started learning more, getting more invested to it. But like the DJing aspect, that didn't come until like I was in like middle school. And that's because we all have an uncle that freaking used to do sonideros. So it's like I have an uncle that he had his own like sonido, and like I would always help him like download like the English music because he knew all like the Spanish music. So I'm like, all right, I'll help you like download the English music. And I like DJ'd with him like twice, and so like I got a little bit of like experience with it. But I remember the first time it was so bad. I remember like I couldn't switch the song, and I like muted everything, and I was just like, yeah, I was so like, yep, never again,
Yeah.
Mid drop, just stop.
That's what it felt
Oh,
like.
he
That's what
teased
it
him.
felt like.
No. He teased him on purpose. That's what it was.
Basically.
Yeah.
So my uncle is the one that like got me into like the DJing world, and then after that, like I wasn't really like much in like, oh, like I want to be a DJ. It was more like I just liked that whole, I guess, world realm, whatever. And like the lights, the speakers, like all that stuff. Like it was fun. But then like what actually like pushed it more is when on Pandora, there's like, how you can pick stations. So there's a station called Electronic, and I'm just like, okay, what is this? And I remember like I saw it, and like the album cover that they had there, it was a Dead Mouse, and I forgot what album it was, but I think it was like when like some chords came out, and so I'm like, all right, like let me check this out, and then like I started playing, and it just like I like fell in love with like electronic music, and I'm just like, all right, let me see what else is there. And obviously, like little by little, I started seeing more, like listening to more people, and then it just like slowly started like evolving. Like I'm like, dude, this electronic movement's dope. Like it's cool that they're DJs. Like, how do you get into that? And then I found that like, they produce. So I'm like, all right, well, how can I? It's just like little things that you see, and I always try to be like, all right, well, how can I do that? How can I do that? So it's like that's basically how it started. It's just like I knew that in order for me to like DJing, I have to produce. So it's like, let me learn how to produce and then, DJ, after that. Um, but yeah, and then like from that, obviously I found DJ Blend. Then from DJ Blend, I found Tonic,
Yep.
aka Dioro.
Yep.
And then just little by little, I just started, doing all that. I started like releasing some music, like not like on Spotify, but just like SoundCloud for free. I actually have my first ever song on YouTube, but
Ooh.
it's in a different name. And I have
Ooh.
yes, because I changed my name 3 times.
Okay.
And the first song that I ever released is out on YouTube. And I feel like only a couple people know about this. But I'm
Ooh.
like, I can't delete it because like I don't know how to
You
get
don't know
into
the
that
best?
account anymore. Yeah. So
Damn.
it's like it's out there for like everyone
If
to
someone
hear.
finds
All
it, they
right,
find it.
everybody listening to this is a challenge for you to go find that account and find that song,
I
and
mean, I
also
can tell
learn.
you guys if you want. If you
Oh, dude,
want.
no. Let's make it a challenge. You can tell us afterwards so we can know it, but we'll make it a challenge for the people listening. If you guys find it, let us know. Send it to us.
I'll give you $1.
So bad. It's so bad. Yeah, it's
Nah.
so. I have a friend that constantly like he always talks about it.
Yeah.
And like he's like, bro, like your songs are never gonna be as good as this one. And I'm like, bro, stop trolling.
Nah.
But yeah, I mean, like that's just like it's just like a domino effect. Like for me, like it starts from one thing and then it goes to another, another, and then it's
Yeah.
just like the reason why like I'm at where I'm at right now is because like I didn't stop. Like consistency,
Consistency, yeah,
discipline,
exactly.
kept going. I believed in myself.
Hell yeah, and now look where we're at. Te invito a mi pari, bro. Album out. You're gonna go on tour. multiple
Oh yeah.
dates, multiple cities, bro. It must be a great feeling, dude.
Yeah, I mean, when was it? I think it was like 2 days ago. I was like, just thinking, I'm like, dude, like, I released an album and I had no plan of releasing an album. And the one thing that I've learned too, like, and I don't think just in regular, like with music, but I think just in regular in life, it's like expect the unexpected. Like, that's like a big thing. Like, cause it's like, I didn't expect me to do like an album. I just did it, like and look where I'm at now, like I released it, I had 6 collabs on it, and now I'm doing like a little like album tour for it, so it's like it's crazy.
And it's like us for us in the content creation world, and you're in that world as well because you be posting TikToks all the time and stuff. Sometimes the stuff that you least expect are the ones that like blow up. For us, we make a video, we make it in like 3 minutes. We think nothing of it. We upload it, and bam, blows up. And you too. You didn't expect to release an album, and now you getting a bunch of opportunities from it. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's it's always good. Sometimes, bro, like we know that it happens like this, but we just like if we know that stuff we don't put really or effort into it, why don't we do it more often, it's because of that. Knowing that you're doing it is like I don't know, it like changes it for some reason. I don't know. Because it doesn't become unexpected anymore.
I think it's more like the thing is that some people struggle is like overthinking.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, like when I first started like making music or like posting content too,
Uh-huh.
I would overthink it. I would be like, oh, are people gonna judge me? Or are people gonna like my stuff? Blah
Yeah.
blah blah. But it's more about like not caring about it and just doing it. You just gotta do it.
Exactly.
That's it.
Yeah. That's a
Yeah.
good way to say it. It's not that like you don't care about it. It's just like, yeah. It's like you just gotta put yourself out there, man.
Yeah.
It's like how you said earlier, you like to take risks when it comes to playing music at shows. If you don't take those risks, you never know if those risks are they going to be those good opportunities. What if that song that you played out of a whim, it gets clipped and then bam goes viral. If you didn't play it, it wouldn't have happened. So it's always good to take risks and stuff. Like just
Yeah.
just do it, man. Just do it. Hey, Nike, just do it. Just make
Exactly.
it happen. Exactly. So I wanted to Moises. He's the one that uploaded that picture of the Mount Rushmore of Mexican DJs. He
Dude,
put
that was
you.
so dope.
Yeah.
That was so
Yeah.
dope.
So shout out to Moises for doing that, bro. He put you, he put Bolo, he put Dioro, and put Ray. And I want to know what would be on your Rushmore, and we could do 2 of them. It could be Mexican DJs, or it could just be those same 4. And just overall DJs. I want to know who your top 5 is or top 4. Well, I don't wanna put a hard number on you. And then a
Ooh.
follow up question to that: a DJ that you really want to work with, or an artist that you really want to work with. What's like a dream collab?
Damn.
So put it all
uh
out there, bro.
for Mexican DJs, obviously,
Yeah.
if I have to pick 5,
Okay.
obviously it would be Dioro, Ray, Bolo, Los Duties,
Mm.
and I would have to say Gio. I don't know if you heard of Gio, but he does like more like the hard style stuff.
Yeah, he was at
Ooh, okay.
EDC. I think he just played EDC, didn't he?
Yeah, he
Uh-huh.
Dior brought him out for like a special guest.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Played like
Hell yeah.
EDCs already before. But yeah, that would be like my 5, like
Okay.
Top
Okay.
Mexican DJs. Okay.
and then for like regular DJs, obviously Skrillex. That's like
Yep.
key.
Go.
Deadmau5, because he is one of like the person that like got me into like
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
the world of EDM. I'm gonna say Afrojack.
Okay.
Afrojack is fire.
Afrojack.
Damn.
It's tough. It's tough. While you think, I want to give a shout out to Stevie Aoki because he shows a lot of love to Mexican music, dude, and like the culture. He shows a lot
Oh
of
yeah.
love.
I mean, I want to put him here, but then it's like
You better he's gonna cake you if you don't, bro.
I'll say David Guetta.
Mm.
David Guetta has a lot of bangers, like
Mhm.
he
Yeah.
has a lot of bangers. And I say for the last one would have to be it sucks is like I'm blanking out on like all these artists. Like
Yeah.
who is someone that's like
When you're put on the spot, you forget a lot of things.
Yeah.
yeah, I
I'm
know.
the same way. I'm the exact same way.
Like if you were to ask me who my top friends are right now, I'd blink.
Oh
You gave us a
man, this
top
is
4 though.
hard.
You
Hey,
gave
we
us
can
a
do
top 4
4.
though.
You can do 4.
Yeah, we can do 4. We can just leave it
you
at
can do
4.
5.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
Because top
So,
5
like,
is hard.
yeah. So, like, based off your top 4 right now, are you like inclined to a certain genre, like listening to, like with
Yeah.
EDM? Because it seems like I said, like Afrojack, David Guetta, Deadmau5, Skrillex. Skrillex is the only one that's kind of off, based off like those genres. But like, it seems like you're very grouped into like I don't even know what I guess what genre they would really fall under, like big room, I guess, or like house type vibes. You know, is
Mhm.
that like what you like gravitate towards too when you listen to like EDM?
Well, I mean, that's where like I can listen to anything, honestly. I think those just resonate more with me because if you hear Afrojack, like Afrojack used to do like the Dirty Dutch movement, and I that's what I first produced. I first
Oh,
produced
okay.
Dirty Dutch, and that's what I learned first. You know, with like everyone else, you know, like obviously they each have like their own sounds. Obviously, David Guetta's more like the pop side, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and who else did I say? Um, Mouse is more like the electronic side, and like I like that side too. Like there's a couple songs that I have that I use some elements of like the electronic, like the electro house type of vibes. But it's like I'm literally open to like anything, like literally anything. I think the one thing that like I'm glad for myself is that I consider myself a multi-genre producer. So it's like
Yeah.
not only like if you listen to like my old music, like I've made
Mm-hmm.
reggaeton, I've made cumbia, I've made big room, progressive, you know, anything I've made, you know, like
Yeah.
um and I think it's always good to like expand your as a producer, as an artist, it's always good to expand, I guess your I'm
Your
losing the
palette.
word, but like yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because like you never know, like what like for me, you know, being a producer, like I always say I'm a producer first and then a DJ.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
like for example, it's like say someone hits me up, say, hey, like can you make me a cumbia song? And then let's say like I have no idea how to make a cumbia song.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be like, no, I can't. You know what I mean? But it's like now I'm like, "Hey, can you make me a cumbia song?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got you." You know, I'll cook
Yeah.
up like a couple cumbia songs for you, you know?
Yeah.
So it's always good to like have those abilities to expand. And it also helps you out as an artist. Like if I listen to like let's say, I don't know, Millennium or whatever, you know, like
Mhm.
and hear certain sounds and I'm just like, oh, that would be sick if I do it like in my music, you know, like
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
in my
Mhm.
style. And so it's like it's good to always like expand your what you're listening to.
Yeah.
You know, because
Do
there are
some
times where like I don't even listen to EDM. I listen to something else, you know,
yeah.
to like help me out with like inspiration and stuff like that. It's always good to expand your mind and hear new things. Because if you're just boxed in into like something,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna suck.
Yeah.
To be
You're just
honest.
there. Yeah.
Do
That's crazy that you
do
said Millennium though. Out of all the DJs you could have said,
yeah.
that's like Miguel's
It,
favorite
it,
DJ.
it
No,
was just
that's
my
just
mind.
funny. It's just funny because that's Miguel's literally favorite DJ.
Yeah, that's the third compa's favorite DJ, yeah. Yeah, he's
But
missing out, like I'm telling you,
yeah.
Miguel, bro, you're gonna watch this over and you're gonna be like, "Fuck, man, I should have quit my job."
And then but like no, it's cool, like to your point, you know, broaden your horizons and like broaden your like scope of like everything. I remember at one of I think Dioro song, his 5 hours song got dubstep remixed. And like that was crazy because I remember like I'd never heard of that. And so like my favorite genre is dubstep. I like really hard like tech, you know, like hard techno or like dubstep or even like hard style, some of it. And so, like, I get the really aggressive stuff, and so, like, when I heard the first remix of that song, I was like, "Holy shit!" Like, I would have never envisioned that, you know? Like, it's just, like, something you never because like, you know the original, and you've heard remixes of the original, but never like that. And I remember he played it at his EDC set, and, like, it was just the craziest thing ever hearing it live. And so I think, like, you know, like you said, like, it's good not to enclose yourself into a certain box, you know? Branch out and, like, you know, like, to your point, grabbing, like, stuff from other genres that you've never, like, you know, even thought about adding into your music, but, like, those little things that get stuck with you, you're like, it's crazy how you can incorporate them into, like, a genre that you like producing or something like that.
Do some Sarah Landry hard techno type beat.
Yeah,
They just
yeah.
repeat boom, 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 boom.
Well, the thing that people have to understand too, and like I understand about like the whole music stuff is that like
Yeah.
genres come and go. So it's like,
Mhm.
yeah, like
You
this
gotta
whole
adapt.
like
Yep.
I know that like this Latin EDM movement eventually it's gonna like die down, and
Mm-hmm.
that's normal. That's just how it is. It's almost like like when Big Room was super huge, or when Progressive House was super huge, or when Melbourne Bounce was huge. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So it's like all these sounds are like they're they're there for a bit, and then something new comes out and then everyone jumps on that wagon, it's
Mhm.
like it's it's just that's just how it is. So it's like that's why I'm always like saying that it's always good to like be ready for that. So it's
Yeah.
like I have so much music that are like not part of like my brand, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, and I'm ready for whenever like there's like a new change or whatever. But also I can, with those demos that I have, I can always like play around and see how people react to it, because it's like if people are really true fans of Chan, they're gonna like whatever they listen to. But again, I also do have to understand too that I'm not gonna make everyone happy.
Yeah.
At the end of the
And
day,
you,
it's
and you
like
never
if I
will.
like the music
Yeah.
that, yeah, yeah, exactly. If I like the music that I'm putting out, that's what matters at the end of the day.
That's what matters the most. Yep. Exactly. Okay. So top artist or DJ, it doesn't have to be a DJ. It could be just an artist straight up that you would want to work with. What's a dream collab for you that you would
Fuck.
I made it. You'd be like, I made it as a DJ.
Damn, I'm trying to think. It's like I'm trying to think more like, all right, let me think of Latino and then like someone
Yeah.
like,
Marco Antonio Solis. There it is.
Marco
hey,
Antonio
that'll be
Solis.
fire.
Ooh, another good
Dude,
remix.
the only reason I say that is because my parents literally just went to go see him last night.
Yeah. Hey, another good remix too. And my dad will love you for it if you remix a Rigo Tobar song.
Ooh, Rigoto vibe.
I've never heard a Rigo Tobar remix, at least that I know of.
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accept. There you go. Yep.
Nah,
Yeah,
but
but let me think of
that's
who.
hard though, bro. To like name one dream collab is crazy.
It is a little crazy.
You'd be
but,
like,
I
God
mean,
damn, bro. Like I finally made it, bro. This is I could die peacefully knowing that I collab with this person,
like I'm trying to think, like, cause it's like sucks, cause it's like I'm thinking of like old artists and then new
Mhm.
artists. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
who would be like?
Or it just sucks that
I mean,
there's so many good artists.
Yeah, so many good ones.
it would be dope to like make a song with like the lead singer of Coldplay. So it's like,
Okay.
like I think that would be sick.
Yeah.
I mean, I can hit him up real quick if you want me to.
All right, I got you.
You got him.
Damn, dude. Honestly, I can't even think of it, dude.
With
to be honest.
with Dr. Simi right here.
Oh damn, you have a lot.
Bro, I got a bunch of them.
Oh, I don't know if you saw it from my swing set. I have like
yeah,
freaking
background.
visuals. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just hella funny.
I mean, I feel like I would have to say, I feel for Latino, I would say two.
Okay.
Maná and then Los Temerarios. And the reason why I say those two is because they're both like, Maná is my mom's favorite, and then Los Temerarios, that's like my dad's favorite. So I think that would be sick.
Okay.
Plus, like, I already made a remix with like Los Temerarios, so it's like,
yeah,
I could probably find like a little sweet spot of what I can make with them,
Yeah.
And then same with Maná, like Maná has like it's sick voice, like the lead singer has a sick voice, and like doing something with them would be super sick,
Maná is an excellent choice, bro. It's an excellent choice. Yeah. You're gonna be the next one to walk out with Canelo in his next fight.
Shit, that'll be fire. I'll just be in the back with like a little.
Yeah, he's gonna have like a portable, like a little set.
Dude, imagine
Not even
just coming out like this.
It's just his music playing, but he's just like playing the role.
Yeah, that'd be so sick, bro. Well, Chad, bro. Another question I wanted to ask you. So, as an artist, right now you live in Wisconsin, like you said. You live in Wisconsin,
which is so random.
Yeah, it's so random. Yeah.
Let me just put that out there.
Who would have thought? Yeah.
Like
who'd have known?
Milwaukee, Wisconsin, but like I know deep down inside his roots are West Coast.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Dude, everyone's okay. Hold up, before
you don't seem like a Wisconsin resident, bro.
Hold up,
don't give me Wisconsin vibes.
Before you say anything, you know what's funny that you said because you said that every promoter that I've played with, they whenever like I told them where I'm from, they're like, dude, I thought you were from like Cali. I thought you were from like Vegas. Like I'm like, dude, I'm not from any of those. I'm from Milwaukee. And then they're like, what, Milwaukee? And I'm like, yeah, like that's where I'm from. But that's funny that you said that.
Yeah. So born and raised?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got love for Wisconsin. Then. You got love for Wisconsin.
Yeah, of course. Milwaukee.
Do you ever feel like as an artist, obviously, great opportunities in California, in LA. Do you ever feel like the need to want to move to LA?
That's funny that you say that. So when I first like started getting more into like the music and like knowing that like okay, this is the route that I want to take, I was like, and this was like back then. I think this was like back before TikTok, back before even Vine, back before all that. Back when like content wasn't really like a big thing for like DJs and stuff like that. But I always had like that in mind. I'm like, all right, if I want to make it, and I say that in quotations because everyone's definition of making it is different. But like if I want to make it like in the music, like I have to move to LA. I have to be in these big cities. And that was like my plan. Like that was like, okay, like after I'm done with I don't know, college or I forgot when, but it's like I'm gonna move to LA, so I can, find better opportunities for like my music. And I always thought that way. But then like I started seeing like there's this other producer in Milwaukee and his name is Kane One and that's his producer name. But he has songs like placements with like Kanye West, with Bryson Tiller, with and he's a Grammy nominated like producer like and he's living here in Milwaukee. So it's like when I saw like those things and he was getting those opportunities but from just doing it here at home, I was like, you know what? Like and not just him, like I saw other people too like doing it. And this is when like the content world started like growing. I'm like, you know what? Like you don't have to be in these big cities to like make it. Like you can just make it like in your bedroom, your own home. And I want to make it also like known that like yeah, I'm from Milwaukee, especially for people that don't know like Milwaukee, like you can make it from like anywhere, like literally anywhere. And I also want to like represent Milwaukee. But I think obviously if you're living like in like for example, if I lived in LA, obviously like I would probably have better opportunities with like other stuff. I said to myself, I'm like, okay, well, if it comes to a point where like I have to constantly keep traveling to like LA, let's say for a studio session or whatever, I'm like, okay, then I think I should think about more about like maybe I should move over here. So I think it's just the scenario and where if it comes to that, then it comes to that. But right now, like I think I'm fine where I'm at right now, and I think it's cool too that I'm like representing Milwaukee as well.
Yeah. Hell yeah, bro. Gotta show love to where you're from and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's always the effort that you put in. Cause like you said, you can make it happen from where you're from. That you don't have to move somewhere to make it happen. It does make it a little bit more difficult, like you said, like if you have to constantly fly and fly and fly, it gets annoying and stuff. But it's always the effort you put in. Like this podcast, for example. Like we're here. You're all the way in Wisconsin. We're all the way over here in California. We made it happen. There's plenty of other people that I probably would like, oh, we have to have it in person, like, oh, it has to be in person or whatever. But no, it's always the effort. If you want to make it happen, it can happen.
Yeah, most definitely. I think we live in a world now where a lot of things are like easier now. I think,
Yeah,
I mean, it sucks to say like that COVID is one of the reasons, but
yeah.
I mean,
It changed
it
everything,
made,
bro.
yeah, it
Yeah,
changed everything
changed
because it's
everything.
like if people want to work from home, like they can, and they're like, okay, well, you have to be on meetings. Okay, we'll just get on
Yeah,
Zoom. You know what I mean? It's like
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
now it's different.
Hell yeah, bro. Well, dude, it's been amazing hearing your story. I
Crazy.
want to ask you one last question. And again, going back to your album, going back to your tour, what do you want your fans or even people that haven't listened to your music that are gonna come across this and even show up to the shows? Like, what do you want them to take from your album, and what do you want them to take from one of your shows, like leaving your shows?
I guess showcasing the Latino community, but also the thing that's beautiful, like when what I'm making is that I have two audiences. So it's like I have the older crowd and then I have the younger crowd. But I want to make it like my music, my shows, like it's a safe space for like anyone could come. Like there's like shows that I have where a kid would literally bring like their uncle or vice versa. Like there's times where like an uncle will bring their own kid. So it's like I want people to understand that like for my shows, my music, like it's a safe space. It's like a place to have fun, let loose, listen to new stuff, it's just a place to have fun. Like I think that's for me, like that's what I always want to try to bring to people, you know, just the good vibes, good energy. Because come on, like, let's be real, like there's so much going on around the world and negativity around the world. So it's like I want that hour or an hour and a half of my music to be that moment where it's like, this is fun, this is like a good time, I'm having a great time, and that's what I want to give to people. So it's like I hope that I'm doing that. I feel like I am, because like there are people that like have seen me already 3 times or 4 times, and it's crazy when they tell me that. But yeah, I want people to know that like my music, my shows and all that, it's a safe space for like everyone. No, like there's no age limit, it's for everyone.
Okay. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. And again, bro, congrats on the album. Congrats on being able to go on this tour. You're gonna kill it, bro. The shows are gonna be out. We're gonna be seeing you in San Francisco. So it's gonna be a dope ass show. Moises, do you have any last questions?
Nah, man. I mean, it's been an honor and like just great to like poke the mind of, you know, an artist, you know.
Hell yeah.
You know, it's been a dope conversation with you. But it's nice not only be able to share like the music aspect of all this, but like, you know, your personal, you know, growth through all this. Like, and I think you've embodied the whole mentality of, you know, si se puede type energy, you know, like you said, from wherever, like Milwaukee, again, random, but like, you know, you're pushing that boundary of like just incorporating your roots and putting it out there. And so I think it's just, you know, my hat's off to you, you know.
Yep.
Congrats on this album. You know, I know
Yes, sir.
that for you it's just the beginning. Like you're really young. And so like the fact that you're already at this level, like it just shows that putting in the time and effort, like you can achieve it too. And
Yep.
you're a living embodiment of that. And so like if anyone doesn't know who, you know, DJ Chan is, like go follow him on the socials. You
Right
know,
now.
it's a vibe, you know. You heard it here, very, very humble too, you know.
Yeah.
So just
Hell yeah.
you know, it's been great having you here today.
Thank you guys for having me. It was fun.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, and I want to give you the floor, Chan. If you want to shout anything out, obviously your album, Te invito a mi pari. Everybody go listen to it. It's out now. Go buy tickets to his show. Go check the dates, see if you're near it. Go buy tickets. Go
And if
show
you're
up,
not,
show some
fly
love.
to it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Spend your life savings. It's okay.
If you see him in person, tell him Los Compas sent you. Yep. But Chan, anything you want to leave the people with?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I want to say thank you to like everyone, all my fans that like listen to my music. You know, obviously, as cliche as it sounds, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you have the chance to go listen to my album, it's called Te invito a mi pari. Sorry, I'll announce it here. I am dropping a deluxe, and it's dropping very soon. I actually just finished it yesterday.
Hell yeah.
So I'm excited for that. So it's gonna be 6 more songs that I'm releasing. So 2 more collabs. But yeah, thank you for everyone.
Hey, again, shout out, Chan. Thank you for taking the time to be here. I appreciate you, bro. There's only one way to end the podcast.
Hey.
Only one way to end, sir. Yeah.
Montez de Durango.
Shout out, Chan, bro. Much love, everybody.
Yes, sir.
We leave you with this fucking beautiful song.
Échale Montez. Luces arriba.